Good evening. We are the Group 7. Today we are discussing shortly our laboratory activity 2. In the first activity we do is that we use Oracle database application and we arrange them in every table.
In concept, in conceptual physical models, what I do is I just observe the importance of a physical model also on what to prevent. In identified and draw entities, as as a beginning of an ERD, we do is that we create a school management system in which we put the important attributes.
In identify and add attributes and corresponding mandatory and optional notation to an ERD, I do is that I put a primary keys in the tables in which it easily to identify the main key on the table. The next one is the unique identifier and the corresponding primary keys keys. In the first question, the unique identifier is the song. Is the song title. The second one is it as the attribute in which allows you to pick a student in class. My answer there is student ID because it is the identification of a student. Next is wait. Next is next is the movie. The title of the movie is the primary key. Next is when it is released, then the producer and the director. Lastly is the locker. Enable to identify what locker you use. The primary is the number. Next is the size and its location.
In identifying the unique identifiers and add to the ERD, what I do is I choose all the IDs in that table. They are only the ones who are different also. Also important next is the candidate unique identifiers. They are only candidate because they are the second most important attribute. I mean entities.
The text corresponds to the diagram is that each employee must be assigned to exactly one department and each department may be responsible for exactly one employee. In task 2, the ERD statement in each relationship in the model are: first, each person must be born in one or more town. Second, each town may be birthplace of one and only one person. Third, each person must be living in one and only one town. And last, each town may be hometown of one or more persons.
Many courses offered by one department in an academic session. Many students can enroll in many courses, but there are many students, some courses, zero enrollment. One student have one parent information. Many courses taught by one faculty. A student takes many exams and exam taken by many students.
In our analysis, what we observe in the activities, we can use this in everyday life, like in schools. The main identification when you pay your tuition is a student ID, and in cinemas, when you're purchasing a ticket, you must first say the primary key in which the movie title. Our conclusion is that what we learned is that every database is always required to have a primary key and unique identifiers enable to identify what's the most important, and that's it. Thank you.